So I was one second. Have people solved theta b and theta c? Sorry, here one mistake I have done. This is minus 80. Here it will goes plus 80. Okay. So equation number 6 and equation number 7. So what is your theta b and theta c? What is theta b and theta c? No one has solved. You have two equation, two unknowns. Did you solve or not? Very good. So you will get value as theta b as 48.88 by EI, theta c as 51.11 by EI. Can solve using your calculator itself, right? Guys, no one has solved. At least you can solve now and check the answer. Let me know is it correct or not. Equation number 6 and 7. Am I audible? Guys, am I audible?
This is the final answer.
Theta b, theta c. Yeah. Is it correct or not?
I got a different answer. I'll check first.
What?
So I got 100 by EI and minus 230 by EI.
Really?
I'll check, sir.
You just check it out and let me know. Have you put 80 or 0 here?
80 only, sir.
80 only. Okay. Just check it out and let me know. The equation is 2.33 theta b plus 0.66 or 67 theta c equal to 80 by EI, and then 0.66 theta b plus 2.33 theta c equal to minus 86.67 by EI. Right? So solve it and please tell. That correct or not? I think this value is correct. Okay, please solve once again. After you are finding the theta b and theta c, find all the moments MAB, MBA, MBC. Just substitute theta b, theta c values everywhere in all the equations. And when you are finding, you will get MAB as minus 2.23 kilonewton meter, MBA as 75.55 kilonewton meter, MBC as minus 75.55 kilonewton meter, MCB is 71.09 kilonewton meter, MCD minus 71.1 kilonewton meter, then finally MDC as minus 5.56 kilonewton meter. So substitute this theta b, theta c in the all the moment values and you will get the answers. And to find your calculation is correct or not, you can check it using these values. At the joint B, summation of moment should be equal to 0, right? So MBA as MBC, 0. At the joint C, support C, summation of moment should be equal to 0, right? It is 0. Find it? Right? So based on that, you can find your answer is perfect or not. Now, if I'm drawing the beams, A, B, B, C, D, everything. So AB beam minus 2.23 minus, so anti-clockwise moment 2.23, then 75.55 clockwise positive 75.55, then BC next beam. So minus 77.55 is anti-clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise 75.55 because minus, and then 71.09 is positive. So clockwise 71.09. Then finally CD. CD again anti-clockwise 71.11. Okay, or 10, and then DC is minus 5.56, so that is anti-clockwise, right? So this one anti-clockwise 71.11. Sorry, 5.56. Okay, these are the end moments for the beams, and already you are having the loading diagram also. For that, we have to draw the bending moment values diagrams now. So first one, you are having the UDL, right? You are having the UDL. You are having the UDL 20 kilonewton meter. The span is 4 meter. And second one, you are having 2 point loads at the 2 meter intervals, and then this is 6 meter. Then again, we are having UDL as 15 kilonewton per meter, right? This is also kilonewton per meter. This is 4 meter, right? Now, the end moments also we have calculated now. What are the end moments? This is 2.23. This is 75.55. Both are same, but the sign is changing. And here again, I can put 71.09 common. Sign is changing. And then here 5.56. Right? So now we are going to draw the bending moment diagram as a single beam. Right? So I can, for AB, so WL square by 8, simply I can draw as a WL square by 8. Just assume we are having simply supported with the UDL, I am putting WL square by 8. Okay, so 20 4 square by 8. 24 square by 8. How much? It's coming 40. It's coming 40. This is positive sagging diagram for loading due to loading. Right? Due to loading, you are getting 40. W L square by 8. 24 square by 8, that is 40. But what about due to fixity? You are having n moments, right? Due to continuous swing also you are getting the hoggings. So now this is hog upward. This is also hog upward. So minus 2.23 minus is starting, and 75.55 at the same support here. I'm just drawing. This value is going 2 to 75.55 hogging. So it's a negative value. This is negative moment. Again, this is also hogging negative. So that is 75.55 is continuing. And here, this is also hogging, but the value is 71. It is reducing. I can make it. I can make it like a little bit value like this. So kind of trapezium. Because 75.55. This is 71.09. And then I'm just putting. The drawing is not yet completed. This one. I can make it as small dot, okay, and then finally this is also a hogging, right? This is also hogging 71.09 is there, and the end can see this is sagging, so positive moment will be there. This value is 5.56. I just add. This is your positive. So everything is negative moment, and now due to loading diagram we have to draw again, right? Due to loading diagram, so this will be how 80, 80, and you have to so 80 into 2 should it be 160. So we can find out. Sorry, I'm sorry, very bad at the diagram. So only 160, 160. So positive moment. Due to loading, positive moment 160, 160. This is 160. Then again, this is a W square by 8, 15 4 square by 8. You will get 30. So positive. The maximum ordinate will be 30. So when you want to combine, so positive, negative, and combine, you will get the original bending moment value, exact bending moment value. That you can calculate slowly. So what I have done is, just first draw the, or else you just draw the negative moment diagram first, and then draw the positive for each beam. So this is like nothing but superpositionality, what we have done earlier. So the due to the supports, restraints, what are the end moments are developing, that only we have drawn. So the summation of the negative and positive, you will get the true value of bending moments developed in the beams. So this is the final one. Now you know all the bending moment values, and you can find out the RA, RB, and everything. You can draw the shear force diagram also. Okay. So this is the thing. So whenever you are drawing the as this clockwise, anti-clockwise, as per slope deflection, our assumption what we have started is clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise is negative. And then when you drawing the going to draw the diagram, bending moment diagram, please check is sagging or hogging. That is a major one you should know. So this is applying, this is hogging is developing, here applying, it's hogging developing. So both are 75 is negative only. So here also hogging 71 negative moment. But here you can see that here sagging, here only the bottom is in tension, top is in compression. So you are getting the sagging moment here. It's due to only end moments, right? Then after that you can draw positive moment due to the loading alone. And then add it, you will get the proper bending moment diagram for all beams. Okay. This is a simple method. So whatever the difficult beams it comes, beams or frames, you have to do only one thing is develop the equation and solve it, find the unknowns, and draw the bending moment diagrams. Okay. So this is a very accurate method, you will get the proper values. Right. You have any question? Any question here?
No, sir.
Okay. Shall we go to another problem? So another one is interesting one. Interesting. Now you people are going to tell what is going to happen. Take a beam. This one. B. C. D. This is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. Okay. Actually, we used to call this as a continuous beam. Continuous beam means beam is running continuously throughout the length, and we are having supports. Okay. The beam is single length of beam. Okay. Beam is single length of beam. Supports are there like this, like this, like this. Okay. The beam is toward, it is going to continue, continuously going on. So when it is deflect, it will try to deflect like this. Right. So here the major thing you should know is a slope is 0, a slope will be there, but you can see that undulation, or not undulation, that hump. This is because if you're having a continuous support like this, you will get hogging moment. You will get hogging moment there. Even you should not say this is a hinge one, right? The beam is continuously there. For applying the load, you just have one sample, take a beams and put some supports, apply the load. You will try to bend like this. You can see here, you will get the hogging moment, again here hogging moment, and then you will get. Okay. So this is a way of behavior of continuous beam, right? So now this is a question. You can have ABS 6 meter, BC is 6 meter, and CD is 6 meter. Okay, so everything is there. No loadings, but question is, what is question is supports B and C. Okay, supports B and C. B is sinking 10 mm, C is sinking 5 mm. The delta is B is trying to sink 10 mm and C is 5 mm. And then D rotates anti-clockwise rotation as 0.1 radian. 0.1 radian. Okay. So anti-clockwise rotation, we are having 0.1 radian, and we are having the deflection. Displace or sinking. B is sinking by 10 mm, 6 by 10 mm, C is 6 by 5 mm. Okay, now slope deflection equation. What is your first step? What is your first step? Guys, please tell what is your first step? What we do? Here we don't have any loads, so no issues, no need to find out WS by 12, WS by all those things and all. Due to load, because of no loads, we don't have any end moments due to loads. Only we will get the end moments due to the sinking of supports and rotation of the support at D. Okay, now I am taking again the beam AB. So when I am taking beam AB, I am going to take beam A and B. The major thing is, first what you have to do, you should lock the support. You have to assume everything is fixed, right? That is your first case. And before that, what are the unknowns here, guys? I forgot to ask you. What are the unknowns in this problem? What are the unknowns? How many unknowns are there? How many unknowns?
3, sir.
Good. Theta A, theta B, and theta C. Theta D is 0, but because of excess, but already that support is going to rotate 0.1. That value also given. So generally, other all values are 0. No deflection, nothing going to be there. So only rotations are unknowns now. So first step is here to lock B. I just lock the AB. And what is the question here? Loading in terms of sinking. B sinks by 10 mm, right? So if it is sink by 10 mm, what about your equation? What about your equation? This is 6CA del by L square. This is 6CA del by L square, right? So your equation will be MAB if I want to find out. MFAB, that is due to loading, plus 4EI theta ABL. Please take EI is a constant. Okay, that value I will give later. Now, as of now, EI throughout the beam is constant. I will tell you what are the values of EI later. So 4EI theta A by L, and then plus 2EA theta B by L. Now, plus 6EA del by L square or minus 6EA del by L square. What is this? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? This is anti-clockwise, right?
Anti-clockwise.
So minus CA del by L square. So MAB equals, MFAB is 0 because we don't have any loads. 4EA theta A, yeah sure, theta A is unknown, should be there. Length of the beam is 6 meter. Then theta B, yeah, obviously that is also unknown. L is 6 meter minus 6 EI, delta is 10 mm. Keep everything is just assuming everything is mm only. 10 mm by L square is. So if you are keeping is 10 is a 10 mm, what you have to put is L. L should be mm square. So 6 is meter, so I'm just making as mm, 6,000 square, like that is coming. So I'm just making as everything is in mm. So this is your MAB. Okay, this is your MAB. Then what about MBC? Sorry, MBA. What about your MBA? MFBA is 0, no loading, right? Then 4EA theta B by L. L is 6000 again, plus 2EA. What will come? Theta A by L, right? Theta A is unknown, 6000, right? For MBA. Then clockwise or anti-clockwise? 6A del by L square. Again anti-clockwise, minus 6 EI 10 mm by 6000 square. So MAB is over, MBA is over. Then now, real challenge is now BC. BC. What is your first thing? Lock it. So B settles by 10 mm. C settles by 5 mm, right? C settles by 5 mm. Now, what is the net displacement? Now, this is also settles, this is also settles. What is your proper relative displacement, exact displacement for B? So, if I am going to draw another way, I can draw it like, this will be there. So, I can make it, this is the 0 level, and this sinks by 5 mm. This sinks by 5 mm. Right? So when you will this BC sinks 5 mm. So what about your value then? So this is will be 68 del by L square. Del will be 5, and again here hogging will be there, that is 68 del by L square. Okay, so it is 68 del by L square. The thing is, before everything were 0 displacement and 5 mm delta will be there. But here C settles with 5, here also 10. So what is the relative displacement? Exactly. So this also beam settles here support, here also settles. So I can make this as a 0 now in this one particular beam. So only the relative is 5 mm. So due to 5 mm settlement, what is happening to the beam now? What are the restraint moments is developing the beam now? The relative displacement, I can take it as 5 mm value. At the B, it is. So then what is my MBC? MBC, MFBC, that is 0. So no need to worry about that. Then 4EI theta B by L, again 6000. So 2EI theta C by L, 6000. Now, this is clockwise, right? This is clockwise, plus 6EI del by 5 mm L square. Right? That is your MBC. What about your MCB? What about your MCB? That MCB will be 0. So then 4 EI theta C by L, that is 6000, plus 2 EI theta B by L, that is again 6000. And then this is also clockwise, then I can put 6 EI del by L square. So this is the critical here data, that also we have done it. So only thing you should know, what is the relative displacement. This 10 mm is going, it's 5 mm. So exactly for this beam, this I can make it as a 0 level, then is a 10 minus 5 will become a 5 mm that is acting on the support B. That is a major thing you should know here. Okay, so next one, C. Next one is C, D, right? C, D. First we just log, but C is sinks by, okay, it will come like this. C is sinks by 5 mm, that is there, and also it is rotating anti-clockwise of 0.1 radian. Anti-clockwise of 0.1 radian, right? So as of now, our earlier versions, clockwise rotations are positive, our corresponding end moments only we derive, and that values only we have put in the equation. So the anti-clockwise rotation is means we have to put minus value. Okay. So now MCD, I have to find out what is MCD. MFCD will be there. MFCD will be there. MFCD will be there. That is 0 plus 4 EI theta C by L is 6000 plus 2 EI theta D by L is 6000. Okay. And then what is theta D actually? Theta D is minus 0.1. Minus 0.1, that is already given. Theta D is rotates minus 0.1. That value we have to put. Actually, generally, the D is how much? The support is, we don't have any slope because of fixed, but the fixed support itself rotates this much value. The theta value, D value already given, that is your 0.1. But that is not a plus 0.1 because it is anti-clockwise, so I'm keeping as minus 0.1. Then here, what about the end moment due to the settlement is, can here this sagging will develop 6 EI del by L square. Here arcing will develop 6 EI del by L square. So this is clockwise. This is also clockwise. So I can make it up 6 EI del is 5 because here 0 here 5 only there. 5 by 6000 square. So now, so MCD will be equal to 4 EI theta C by 6000 minus 0.2 EI by 6000 plus 30 EI by 6000 square. So this is MCD. Then what about your MDC? MDC will be M of DC plus 4 EI theta D by L, that is 6000 plus 2 EI theta C by L, that is 6000. Again it is clockwise, so plus 6 EI del is 5 mm 6000 square. Here theta D is minus 1, anti-clockwise rotation, minus 0.1. So MDC will be equal to, this is 0, you know that, then minus 0.4 EI by 6000 plus 2 EI theta C by 6000 plus 30 EI by 6000 square. So these are the things. Now, what are the supports are there? How many equations we are having now? So all the supports, you can take summation of moment at supports are joint is equal to 0, and you can find all the rotation values. For example, you can take sigma summation of moment at A equal to 0, but only MAB only will be there. This will be equal to 0. You will get in terms of A and B here. And then take summation of moment B equal to 0. You will get BA and BC. And take summation of moment at C equal to 0. MBC plus CD. Right? Based on that, you can find all the unknowns. 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Easily you can find out. Then again substitute in the moment equation, you will find all the values. Okay. So when you are doing that, just do that and let me know what are the values you are getting finally. Right? You just do that at least try to do some practice in home and find the values and let me know how much you are getting. Okay. So the final value maybe, I'm just telling, just check it out what is coming around. Theta A as 0.0062, theta B as minus 0.0073 and theta C as 0.025. Okay, just find it and let me know that EI value I will give you. EI equal to find the finally when you are doing the calculation, it will becomes a EI, that E is substitute as 2 × 10⁵ megapascal. This is nothing but steel, material is steel. 2 into 10 power 5 megapascal, and I, second moment of area, take it as 4 into 10 power 7 mm power 4. Because everything is in mm, you can substitute in mm, and just check it out what is theta A, theta B, and theta C. And again substitute in moment and draw the bending moment diagram properly. Okay. So I will just stop now here because next we are going to start frame. So that frame we will start in a new class, fresh class. So do you have any question as of now for the slope deflection equations and slope deflection method? Any questions? One more thing, please students, if you are not at all practicing the problems, the structural analysis things, already I will told you that, forgot to inform you the books, I think I inform your class students. Just go ahead, R.K. Bansal and Rama Amrudam. These are Indian authors, but good books. And another one is Hibbeler. These two for fixed beams. Hibbeler is for the slope deflection method that you can get it. This is R.C. Hibbeler. It's a foreign author book. Okay. So all the three books are good. You can practice many things, problems. Okay. Try to practice and at least whatever you are doing in the class, just try to do those things as try to solve those problems at least. Okay. So next week, Friday, I will give some problems in the class. You just try in a classroom, now in class itself. If you're having any issues, doubts, you just ask. We will try to work it out. Okay. So every Friday will be the tutorial class hereafter. Because I don't know if people are solving the problem or not. That I just wanted to check. Because if you're not solving now itself, it's very difficult to solve the equations in the exams. This is very difficult. Okay. Okay. So you have any questions now? Any questions?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that yesterday I was asking that doubt. Can you clear it?
For that, the call me, right? That regarding that one.
Yes.
Actually, this is a fixed beam, right? Whatever the loading, it can be anything, whatever. What is our MAM theory telling? First theorem or second theorem?
Sir, it says that area under the bending moment diagram will be theta A minus theta B.
Yeah, actually, what is here? Slope. When you are drawing the lines.
Yes, sir. Here it's 0, sir. Sir, but when we are dividing it into simply supported beam.
No. That we are not going to find slope or deflection for the simply supported beam alone. Okay. Here we are using the theorem for fixed beam alone, not for simply supported or fixed end resistance thing. So just remember, we are using theorem for fixed thing, but only we are taking the bending moment diagrams of positive and negative things. For example, previous problem, we just draw the simply supported as well as negative bending moment diagram, right? This is the original bending moment diagram for that beam. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just taking the bending moment diagrams alone. I'm not going to find the deflection or theta for simply supported beam. I'm just using the theorem for fixed beam only, not for simply supported beam.
Okay, sir. Got
okay,
it,
this time we are taking because we already just assume like you already know the bending moment diagrams of that fixed beam. So, but how we are going to draw the bending moment diagram? That is the easiest way to superimpose the bending moment diagram. So you know that when you are drawing the tangents with the value, the slope developing that where you want to find the slope or theta or whatever, the corresponding value it is there. Okay, the area under the bending moment diagram is equal to theta a minus theta 2 or whatever. That is will be 0 here. So the area under the bending moment diagram due to the load and fixed support that we have divided into two things. One is simply support, another one is fixed interest time. Right? Yes, only for taking the bending moment diagram only we are using that thing.
Simply supported. Otherwise, we are using MAM with respect to fixed beam.
Only for fixed beam, not for simply.
Okay.
Because if you are using simply supported beam, that is totally different.
Yes,
that theta and developing and delta will be totally different. That will be totally different. You should not confuse with that one and this one. Just not rotation or deflection from that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I just end up the class now. $30, $57. Okay. So I'm just expecting when I will get the whole class strength. Okay, ba. See you on a Tuesday, right? Okay, bye. Try to solve the problems what I have tell in the books, or else you just try to solve what I have solved in class itself. You'll get understand, because you will get many confusion in the clockwise, anti-clockwise, positive or negative. Those things will be in your mind. When you're solving the problem only, you can understand what is going on. Okay, if you're not at all solving the problem, surely it's very difficult for you to cope with the exams or whatever in future. If you want to become proper structural design engineer, this is the pure basis and very important subject. Okay, to analyze how much stress is developing in your body, like how much stress is developing the beam. Then only you can give the solution, right? And in terms of design, if you are finding the stress itself wrong, it's very difficult to go for the design. Got it? Okay, well, I'll just leave now.
Sir.
See you on Tuesday. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
can
sir.
you post the PPT in group?
Sure, ba. I will share it to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, please stop the recording.
Okay.